In middle school parliamentary debate, the topic you'll be debating is called the resolution. There are two teams debating, each with two debaters. The team that is arguing for the resolution is called the government or proposition team. The team that is arguing against the resolution is called the opposition team. The government consists of a prime minister and a member of government. The opposition consists of the leader of opposition and member of opposition. An example of a resolution in your debate might be, "This House would ban school uniforms." This House always refers to the government. The first four speeches in a debate are called constructive speeches. Each speech has its own objective, and each debater has a specific role. The order of these speeches and their objectives are as follows. The Prime Minister speaks first on behalf of the government for no more than 4 minutes. As the Prime Minister, you'll introduce yourself, give a plan, if applicable, and define terms if applicable. You'll then present 3 or 4 major points for the resolution backed by evidence, persuasively and in a way that helps the government. The leader of the opposition speaks next for no more than 5 minutes. As the leader of the opposition, you'll introduce yourself and then contest or give any alternate definitions if applicable. You'll then refute the Prime Minister's major points, and finally present 3 or 4 arguments against the resolution backed by evidence. The member of government then speaks for no more than 5 minutes. As the second government speaker, you should rebuild and extend upon the original points brought up by the Prime Minister, and then refute the opposition's major arguments against the resolution. If time permits, you may introduce additional arguments for the resolution backed by evidence. The member of opposition then speaks for no more than 5 minutes. As the second opposition speaker, you should extend and amplify the opposition team's arguments against the resolution, providing new evidence or information about why the opposition team should win the debate. You should also refute the member of government's points, especially any new arguments they may have made. If time permits, you may introduce additional arguments against the resolution backed by evidence. This concludes the constructive phase of the debate. Next comes the rebuttals. The rebuttal speeches provide the final summary positions of each team in the debate. These speeches indicate the important issues that establish proof for the resolution or undermine that proof. The leader of opposition gets the first rebuttal and speaks for no more than 2 minutes. You should put the entire debate together and explain why your side should win the debate. This is your team's final opportunity to refute the proposition team's arguments and restate your team's arguments. No new arguments are permitted in the rebuttal phase of the debate. The Prime Minister's rebuttal is the final speech of the debate. You'll speak for no more than 3 minutes. As the final speaker in the debate, you should explain why your side should win the debate. This is your team's final opportunity to refute the opposition team's arguments and restate your team's arguments. No new arguments are permitted in the rebuttal phase of the debate. Now, there are 2 other important features of middle school parliamentary debate: points of information, or POI. A POI is a request made by a member of the non-speaking team to the speaker to yield time to make a statement or ask a question. POIs may be attempted only during the first 4 constructive speeches of a debate. POIs may be attempted only after the first minute and before the last minute of an opponent's speech. The first minute and last minute of constructive speeches are referred to as protected time, and no POIs are allowed. A debater attempts a POI by standing, placing one hand on the top of their head, and extending their arm. The speaker may then accept or reject the POI. If the speaker accepts a POI, an opponent has up to 15 seconds to deliver the POI. Specialized knowledge. Detailed facts or statistics about topics not considered common knowledge or which are outside the range of a typical, well-read middle school student are prohibited during parliamentary debate. It is assumed, however, that debaters will have a working knowledge of major issues of the topic being debated. There you have it. These are the middle school parliamentary debate rules in a nutshell. Finally, when the debate is over, make sure you thank your judge.